Okay, today I want to talk about how Magic Find has diminishing returns on it as you increase. The only thing that doesn't really have the diminishing returns are the blue magic items. Some of those can actually be really good, such as like a 6 tornado helmet for the druid, or +3 to javelin and spear skills gloves with 20 IAS on them. But there's also diminishing returns on the rare, set, and unique on your magic find. So here's a chart right here just showcasing that. So even on my barbarian with like 726 magic find, he really only has like less than 200 unique magic find. So since I'm doing a holy grail, it actually helps to have that much magic find. The one benefit, if you're not trying to really worry about that, maybe you're looking for a base to make a rune word or something, and having low magic find is actually good because you're more likely to find like that open socketed dusk shroud, open socket archon plate. You're more likely to find that ethereal berserker axe to make a death in or something like that, paladin shields, various different bases and things like that. So it can be good for that to have little to no magic find. So it's not always bad. And then sometimes some of my best characters that are the strongest, that just go through the level faster with little to no magic find, just the fact that I'm taking out more elite enemies in a faster time, I wind up getting better drops than some of my characters that have a ton of magic find. So when you're making magic find characters, you definitely need to balance, the power with the speed. Here's another little table right here showcasing the different values. So really, even just having 100 magic find on your character, look at that. If somebody criticizes a character that only has 100 magic find, you still have 71 unique. Like 500 magic find only has 166% unique. So that first 100, 200 magic find, between having like a Geeds and an Enigma on a powerful character, you're gonna be perfectly fine in terms of getting good drops on a character, on a lot of different characters. And some of these really good pieces of gear like Chains of Honor, Enigma, Last Wish, like a lot of things, I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head, but they all have a little bit of magic find on them. And then you can have like your Geeds. There's different little pieces here and there that you can put on different gear for almost every single class to be able to have a good amount of magic find. And then there's certain characters, obviously, where you can just stack a ton, when you're specifically hunting for uniques and stuff like that, or, uniques and more rares. But a lot of the times on this game, you can't really target farm anything specifically too much, or you're gonna kind of get disappointed. I feel like in order to you gotta play characters that you really enjoy at the end of the day, and then keep switching it up and stuff. Do what's fun for you within the game, and I think that's how you're gonna find your best things. This barbarian right here has 726 magic find. I use him to find a lot of holy grail items. I'm actually down to my last 4. Earth Shifters, Tyraels, Meng Songs, and Astrions. Those are the last 4 uniques I haven't found in the game. But this Berserk Barbarian is a good example of a character that you can stack a ton of magic find on, and you don't have to rely on a bunch of charms due to the fact that he has natural resistance. And then Grief is just such a strong weapon that we can hold a 6-isted phase blade in the offhand, in addition to all these charms, Enigma, Gold Wrap, Chance cards, War Travelers. And then we can just use this find item, get a second chance at getting an item off of an enemy with all this magic find. So this is like the best for trying to find really rare, unique items in a place like the pits, or like Travancore if it's terrorized. I actually got a Death's Fathom in Travancore when it was terrorized, and it was 30% cold, so that was pretty crazy. Let me show you an example of a character though that has like low magic find that's good for getting a bunch of stuff. I don't even think, like, let me see what the magic find is on her. Her magic find is relatively low, but it's not 68%, so I mean that's definitely considered low, but she's got a way better chance of dropping some crazy bases. She's a Nova sorceress, so she drops a lot of trash mobs, way more than like that barbarian would that only targets the elites. So I think that's kind of like a way to balance it out. Not every character has to have a ton of like, the kill speed is more important to me for finding runes and finding bases than the magic finding is. Magic finding can be good for getting certain things, but really the things with the most trade value within the game are runes. Everybody have a great day though. I'll catch you on the next one.